Hey guys, Happy New Year. Today I wanted to talk about goal planning. I've always been a dreamer. My whole life I've always been filled with ideas of things that I want to do and things that I want to accomplish throughout my life. And I remember even from a young age, my mom really channeled me into writing those things down. Probably because I was talking her ear off nonstop about all of the things that I wanted to do. So she'd just tell me to go write them down. I still remember the first time that she helped me sit down and write out my 5-year goals, my 1-year goals, and my short-term goals for like 3 to 6 months. Just like I talk about with my ballet journals, I've always loved to write things down. I'm a big dreamer. Sometimes I get stuck a little bit too much on the dreaming side and I lose out on the follow through. So over the years, I feel like I've learned a lot about goal planning and actually making your goals come true. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. I've actually been in a really big funk for the last few months. I had a really big life change that I'm sure I'll talk about really soon, but it was totally unexpected and my motivation for everything has just gone down. And I've just been kind of stuck in this yucky, lazy, depressed kind of place. But with the new year around the corner, the other day I was sitting down and writing and I thought about my goals from last year and I pulled out my paper with my goals from last year and it was really motivating to see how many goals I actually reached, and the goals that I didn't reach I made progress in or had done at least something towards that goal. And you know, this year has been a really interesting year with my husband's illness and moving. It just feels like almost nothing got accomplished this year, but then when I can look back at the year and really look and see everything that has happened and have my goals from the beginning of the year to look at and see how many things I accomplished that I wanted to accomplish, it's really motivating and encouraging. And so I made a list of goals for this year and I just wanted to share with you guys some of the things that I've learned over the years about goal planning. One of the first things that I suggest when you're sitting down to write out your goals, start by looking at your year in review. So looking at 2017 in the rear view mirror. And the first thing that I suggest that you do is start by looking at what have you accomplished this year that you are really proud of? What are some of the highlights of 2017? And it doesn't have to be anything huge or, you know, earth-shattering, but just really go back in your memory and think about those highlights from 2017. Think of some things that you did this year that you really are proud of, that you're really happy that happened, that you're really happy that you did, or that you experienced, something that you put yourself out there for, something that you didn't expect that was really fun, or even just a great memory. And then after you've gone through all of that, what is something that you regret from this past year? What is something that you really wish that you had done and that you didn't do? Now, before you get all bogged down feeling horrible about not accomplishing whatever this is, write it down and then be really honest in answering, why did that not happen? Was there extenuating circumstances, or were you getting in your way? Were you too afraid or too busy or distracted? Be really honest with yourself in answering this question and imagine if you had accomplished it, what would have needed to happen for you to have accomplished that in 2017. Now, reevaluate if that's still something that you'd like to accomplish in 2018, and then you can plan for it in your goals. Now, next is a really important part. I want you to take whatever that regret is, and after you've been really honest about why that regret happened, and you know, maybe it's not something that you missed out on, maybe it's a big mistake you made, maybe you did something that was a big mistake, and we have all made mistakes this year. So first, just don't beat yourself up about it. Try to find what you can learn from that mistake and try to figure out what you can take from that mistake or that regret into a positive lesson for your new year. You have to let go of that regret. Let go of any regret, any negative self-talk that you might have surrounding that, and leave it in 2017. It is not going to serve you, and you have to learn from those things and move forward. We can get really stuck beating ourselves up about the mistakes that we made or the regrets that we have, and then we get so stuck there that we never move forward out of that and take the gold that we could have learned from it. I think we are so busy and we're so distracted that a lot of times we're rushing through life and we miss out on really savoring all of the things that we've accomplished, all of the great things that we've done this year. Because I guarantee that you've done stuff this year, right? It's been a whole year. A lot happens in a year. And it's really important to take the time to sit down and savor those things that you accomplished. Be really proud of yourself for the work that you put in and for the person that you've become. One last thing that I wanted to talk about is just how I think it's really important to stress that small hinges move big doors. So all of these big goals are accomplished step by step, little by little. Every day, the little 15 minutes that you can put towards a single goal builds up over time and becomes something real. And if you're anything like me, you can get overwhelmed when you look at all of the things that you want to accomplish and the reality of life and time. I just really want to encourage you that we can all make the changes that we want to make and reach the goals that we want to achieve little by little. And we just have to keep persevering, keep showing up, keep putting our time in every day, little by little. And so I just really want to encourage you to take the time to sit down, review 2017, celebrate your wins, really examine your losses and find out what you can learn from them and what you can let go going into 2018. And then make a plan for where you want to be at the end of 2018. I would so love to hear any goals that you'd like to share. I hope you guys feel encouraged and excited for 2018, and I really hope you take advantage of the power that comes from writing down your goals. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.